Hello, dear students. Welcome back. In the lecture 2, we were doing the paper 3 of English, and here what we were doing about the concept of English skills, language, and literature. And in the last lecture, I did the various aspects of your communication English and what were the types of text. So today we will be discussing the new topic, that is the technical concept relating to English language. First of all, we all know that what is the English language? A language is always a grammatical part. And English language consists all your grammatics and the way of writing skills, your parts. So all things is very much important in a writing portion. So technical concept is what we will be understanding today. Technical language refers to writing or oral communication. Natural. Technical language, which is including your grammatical portions, the way of speaking skills, whatever the way you are thinking, you just write it down or you speak. So it's an oral communication also. That has a specialized content. You cannot speak anything whatever you are wanting. If you are one of the perfectioner, so definitely you will be creative. You will be speaking in a very creative form. You have to give the content in a very specialized, well mannered technical language, and for it has to be very special one. The difference between the technical and everyday language centers on the use of jargons and assumptions about the audience. So one has to keep in mind what are the difference between the technical and everyday language. In the everyday language, we used to speak anything whatever we feel like. But while in writing the technical part, we have to keep in mind all the grammatical concepts, all the skills which are being used just to make your communicative language very special, very attractive to the audience. So, technical writing is a type of writing where the author is writing about a particular subject that requires direction, instructions, or explanation. Now here it is mentioned that all the three parts are very much necessary to give the perfection of the writing, which is direction, instructions, and explanation. So this style of writing has a very different purpose and different characteristics than other writing styles such as creative writing, academic writing, or business writing. Because in the creative writing, we used to generally do every day of kind of thing. Same process goes with the academic writing. Daily, the schools, language, chapters, lectures keep on going just while completing the course, completing the subject, or a business writing because it's a daily process. So we have to keep a record. So this kind of writing, technical writing, is different from all these kind of writing styles where it has to be very perfect. Technical writing is significantly different than other types of writing like narrative writing, because technical writing is intended to impart some specific skills or ability, as I told before also. So technical writing is often very detailed oriented and involves writing within the field where advanced knowledge is required. Definitely, if we are one of the specialists, one of the perfectionists, and we are writing something very unique, so we have to go through it everything in detail. Whatever the concepts, whatever the skills are being required while writing, we should be known that advanced knowledge of it. So technical writing assigned normally take one of the three forms. End user documents. First is end user documents. Second is traditional technical writing. And third, technological marketing communication. So these three types of forms are there while writing the assignment that has to be keep in mind and can be shared as. Now some examples of technical writing assigned including are like training manuals designed to inform new employee about their role, then operations guides for particular tools and products, promotional brochures encouraging employees and customers to take advantage of a company's offer, online articles that may be informative or persuasive but requires a degree of technical experts. So these were the very important kind of examples related to the topic. If you people are interested just to become a technical writer, so there you need to be a very perfect skill writer, must know the knowledge very specific about the industry, about the particular subject, anything on which you are working. And for it, one excellent way to increase your chances for finding the technical writing work is by crafting the perfect resumes and cover letters. So this was the main concept of writing the technical issues while writing. Okay, now we are moving to the next topic just to make you people understand about the paper concept. So the second point to be discussed is understanding functional English and its applications. Now what is the concept of functional English? The normal English everybody knows, technical English everybody knows, but what is the functional English? Let us know. So functional English is a usage of English language which requires to perform a specific function. In some cases, a particular form of technical English such as aviation English and may be required for a particular vocation. Such a specialized usage is known and taught as English for specific purpose. So ESP, it is also known as the ESP. The aim of the functional English is to develop communicative skills of the learners in listening. Now, what is the basic aim of this functional English is not only to get the functions touch of the English, but to create a sense of developing a communication English of the learners in listening. A person who is trying to learn the English, its concept is to develop the communicative English, which will be very much helpful for all the learners who are listening and who are speaking, who are writing and reading. As communicative English is very much important because it pursues all the communication process of English and it has to be developed your skills. They are also expected to learn to use the grammars. So as we all know that without grammar, the function of English or any kind of English is incomplete. So they are also expected to learn to use grammar communicatively so that they become effective and efficient communicators in English. This is a point to understand that whosoever the experts who has risen from this path, they all believe that English is incomplete without grammar. So for every learner who is listening, who is speaking, who is writing, who is reading, must know that how to use the grammar communicatively so that they become effective. Means without grammar, your sentence variation cannot be so much effective. It needs a meaningful thought. So without grammar, one cannot understand the concept what you are speaking. So they become effective and efficient communicators in English. So it is very much important to use the grammatical communicatively. Then we are moving to the last process. Functional language is a language that you need in different day-to-day situations. In what kind of situations? Day-to-day situations. And this is a language which keep on functioning. Means there is a various kind of variations in every day-to-day life. So for example, greeting, introducing yourself, asking for giving advice, explaining rules, apologizing, or agreeing, getting disagreeing. So these all are the best examples of functional skills, because this function language is very much important to our day-to-day routine situations where we learn the concept of behaving with each other, and in what concept what to speak, what not to speak is very much important. So it is very much important for you to understand the functional language, English, and its applications. Okay, what are the variations applications to be used while writing, what to be meant. So before winding up, let me make it clear that all the things which are being taught here are very much important from the point of view, because as in our paper, every sorts of paper, there is a kind of units being given, and as per the unit 1 there are only the short and long type of questions, 10 questions from the entire paper. So there we cannot discuss the entire paper in the unit itself. So I have taken the few points so that it should be the concept of the paper should be clear to everyone, because before appearing in the exams you should know what exactly the technical concept is, or what exactly the English language portion and the text of typing, what we are doing, what are the various aspects, communicative English learners, everything is very much important. So in the unit 1, as it is nothing but only the entire 10 questions, but here we are discussing those important point, those important factors which are related to the paper, which are very much important from the point of view of understanding your English. So in the lecture 2, as I have completed the technical concept relating to the English language, so here all the technical part is being explained, that how you can improve your English. Plus we also did what are the functional English. You have to understand the concept of functional English and its application. So that's all for today. Just read it once, go it properly, and try to understand. This a very simple format is being told to you. So just get it. Thank you, class.